productive play on first down. The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Houston going up-tempo.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Smith wants to throw. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back to the air one more time. Throws for the tight end. Rolls it in. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Houston. Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Steamrolls his way ahead. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On the run, it's Hankerson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's McCoy. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense will always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the Beavers will have a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Beavers are on the move. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That linebacker shot through the hole so fast and timed up that snap count perfectly, getting the big hit on the running back for a tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Houston offense comes onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Motion from the offense. On the run, it's Need. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Houston wants to play fast. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Quarterback adapting. Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This is a running back, man, who just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Throws toward the end zone. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams, and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points, even if it's not going to be a touchdown.
And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Smith dropping to pass. Now improvising. Got out of trouble and throws. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Gonna take a shot. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pass is intercepted. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's right up on the receivers. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Oh, he tosses it back. He's going to take off. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. Time to take a shot. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score,
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Smith wants to throw. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And that deep shot's gonna wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's McCoy. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Now the play fake. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick the field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back, 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Back to throw, it's McCoy. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Find space on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon State.
Offense gets set for second down. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Wide out in motion. These corners backing off a bit. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Working the middle, it's complete. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wilson.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water hoops, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback checking off. Smith dropping to pass. He finds his man. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Houston 21, Oregon State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Carr.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The play-action fake. He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this quarterback is looking dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Unleashes one. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play play action on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Smith wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! And the pummeling has started.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the ball squirted out. And the defense has it there going the other way. Touchdown, Oregon State. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He'll bring it out. It's straight. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Beavers! And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's straight. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out! At the 20. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Cougars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he's got it! Touchdown, Houston! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And these defenses put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And the Beavers get it past the sticks. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hankerson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Oregon State. What a catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep shucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston going up tempo. Smith wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he throws another interception. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They're trying to get to it. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.